Hey there guys, how you doing? It's time to cut the tread on the off-road mower. And what I mean by that is these lawnmowers obviously come with turf tires factory equipped on them. And that's good if you're cutting grass and you don't want to, dig up grass and have a bunch of dirt all around your yard and you want your yard to look good. But this is an off-road mower and I'm doing the opposite of that. I want to dig in the ground and get traction. So by cutting the tread on these tires, you will have knobbies or more knobs around to grip better, because with all the knobs on there it slides across the ground and doesn't get any grip. These tires right here are 20 by 10 by 8, and trying to find a ATV tire for this size is very hard to find. And the front tires are 15 by 6 by 6. The only tires really I can find for an ATV are for like 8-inch rims or something like that, but I don't want to buy new wheels and new tires because if I do complete new wheels and new tires for this thing, it's going to be like hundreds of dollars, probably close to like $200, if not more. And I don't feel like spending all that much money just to get a little bit of extra traction. So we're going to be saving a whole ton of money and doing it the redneck way and cutting the tread. So instead of doing it with the angle grinder, I found the tool that I didn't even realize I had. It was actually one of my brother's old tools, and he told me about it when I was talking to him that I wanted to cut the tread on these tires. And it's one of these mechanical oscillating saw things. And the saw is right here before you. This is a Harbor Freight. I guess it's a Harbor Freight one. It looks like it's Harbor Freight. Oscillating saw. I just charged the battery. And hopefully it should do pretty good. I've seen multiple people use these in order to cut tread. So I cut it just over a little bit of half of an inch. Which, I mean, when you turn it on, you still got that margin right there, so I think it should be plenty enough in order to cut these treads. So basically, all these front tires really need to do is steer. Because since the back tires, if I'm going to cut the tread on those and this full-time positive traction, it's going to need to steer. Alright, so after a couple hours of letting batteries charge or whatever, I got the other side of the tire done, and I flipped the tire around, so I'm going to do this side now, and I did the same thing to that side. So let's cut to it being done. Just like that. We got both tires pretty much cut. I mean, that's certainly going to be a lot better than what it was before. Here's the other side. I got another Craftsman here, it's my stepdad's. And I got that one, the battery's charging over there because the battery just kept going dead in this one. So I had to, while one was charging, use the other one and then swap. I mean, that just looks so much better, in my opinion. I'm gonna run to Lowe's in the morning and get a new blade and then come back out here and finish it up and do the back tires. All right, y'all, so it's the next day. I actually started cutting the center tread out. I'm gonna do that all the way around. I figured that would have a slightly, I do this all the time when I'm filming. Words just leave my head for some reason.
A slightly better grip.
Yeah. Slightly better grip. Hopefully it should work. I'm going to do that all the way around. This is definitely a lot easier because you're just going straight across rather than trying to curve and go over. And you really got to watch what you're doing if you're doing this, because you really don't want to go too deep and pop the tire because, then you're screwed. If I do pop it by mistake, which hopefully I won't, I'll just go by the store and put a tube in it. Look at the blade on this. This blade is pretty dull, and it's still cutting through this pretty dang good. And there we have it. 1 knobby tire. 2 knobby tires. Watch when you turn. Oh my gosh, that's gonna dig in so much better. That way I can actually steer and not slide and crash into garage doors and crap. let's go on to the rear ones. Take your guesses on what do you think it is. All right, time's up. It's gonna be like the old military bar tread style. Basically, these will also kind of act as paddle tires a little bit, but these could ride a little bit smoother. And on the old Willis Army Jeeps, which is what this mower is themed after, the tires on it are the old bar tread tires. So I'm probably gonna start with the Craftsman and try to get most of that done. If it don't work, then I'll finish it with the DWWII. All right, so this is probably gonna be a little bit easier and more difficult at the same time because I got a huge fender in the way, so I can't really go up and down like this. So I kind of have to be off on the side here. I cut this blade at 3/4 of an inch, which is about the same as this, plus it's gonna be going back and forth, so it should be fine. One down, a zillion more to go. There we go. We got one side of the tire done. So the other side is gonna be obviously the exact procedure. So I'm gonna get all that cut out until these batteries run out, and then let them charge overnight, and then come back out and finish it. Bingo. It looks like it just did a massive off-road lawnmower burnout. But yeah, give me a note in the comments. You like this look to it? I think it looks pretty dang good. But that's not all, folks. I got to do the other side. Yay for me. And here's a good before and after. Got your factory turf tire and your custom cutted bar tread tire. So doing this whole tire using this Craftsman blade, and it still doesn't look too bad. It still looks pretty decent. So here's you some crisp fix before and after. And now we're gonna do some crisp fix one more time. Before. For a free modification, I gotta give it a thumbs up. I mean, this just looks absolutely awesome with this bar tread style and with the knobbies up on the front. The tread on this is like 1/2 inch thick to 3/4. I mean, it's pretty thick. But for off-road lawnmower, free modification on cutting turf tires, I think it should do pretty dang good. Now, if you remember my other videos, you remember me saying that I like to drift, especially when it's raining outside. Well, you know what? I still can't do that because I got another pair of turf tires out here. I can always throw these set of tires on there. I just gotta shoot a little bit of air in it and I'll be good to go. the ATV for covering us. There we go. Now, even though the lawnmower didn't go through a huge giant mud hole, this isn't really a dedicated mud mower. This is more of a all-terrain, all-around kind of off-road lawnmower. I've used this thing for quite a bit of work, hauling things around, and hadn't had any troubles with it. Sooner or later, my uncle kind of wants to make this old lawnmower, because the deck's kind of getting shot out on it, into kind of like a miniature go-kart thing. Kind of on a budget. I got all the parts that I can do that with. All right, y'all, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you think about the modification. I think it did pretty good. It's not gonna go through a giant sinkhole, but certainly better than what it was before. So if you like this video, if you did, click all the buttons that YouTubers say to click. If you didn't like this video, click on thumbs down twice, because 2's better than 1, 3 more doesn't work. That doesn't count for likes, as we all know. And y'all should see me in the next one.